really excited. This is a Q&A. That means you guys are involved. We have a wonderful microphone right here, and you guys will line up this way. We also have our wonderful friend here, and he will be screening your questions, so just kind of make sure you talk to him before you get on the mic. A-okay? A-okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, let's get this party started. Are you guys ready? Awesome. I'm going to start bringing them out on the stage. First, I want to bring the R out in RWBY. Welcome, Lindsay Jones!
She gives great hugs.
Hi, everybody. You look amazing.
Next, I want to bring out to the stage Kara Everly. And next, I want to bring out Aaron Zek.
Oh, I matched this. We're all pink.
You planned this.
I didn't. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
And now we got the Y in RWBY, Barbara Dunkelman.
What's up, y'all? Oh, so much room up here.
And next, I'm gonna bring out some more family. Can I get Big Manana on the stage?
Hi, everybody. Can I sit here?
No.
Hey, Ruby, how you doing?
Choice. He's picked his favorite niece. Right? What do you say?
No pressure.
And next, I want to bring out Michael Jones!
Oh, yeah.
Gonna sit next to the
I see
lighting.
your spot.
Why?
So cute.
Red Sun confirmed.
Welcome,
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome.
Whoa,
That's gonna
whoa,
get
whoa,
it for you
whoa.
if you went to the far one. That's for you.
Oh, thank you.
For you. Welcome. Are you guys having a wonderful day today? They are.
This is the greatest day ever.
Yes.
Ever!
This is the day we've been waiting for.
I was doing Tangled.
Oh, wrong animated series.
Sorry.
Let it snow.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Let it
I don't know.
snow.
I meant let it go.
Oh.
All right. See you guys later.
Hi, Barbara. Barbara Dunkelman, everyone.
Come back.
Hey, if you're going to get a drink, grab me one.
Oh, I just did Titanic.
This is pure vodka.
Yeah, that's
We should just do this whole thing in movie quotes, because I just did Titanic with you. Come back. Come back. Come back. Oh my gosh.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Acting.
Trust me, Rose. Trust me, Rose.
Never let go.
Climb up on this door, Rose. How many times did he say Rose in that movie? Knew everything.
A lot.
It's the end of every sentence. I'm like, dude, we know her name.
We got it.
She knows you're talking to her.
Also, that door was big enough for both of them.
Right? Oh my God, I got so mad. I got so mad.
Yo.
Like, dude, grab the other side and counterbalance for
But
crying out loud.
he could have. I have to just. He could have gone on it, but because they were both so heavy, it would have put them both in the water slightly, just enough that it would have frozen them both to death.
Well, maybe it would be for the best.
And then we wouldn't have this stupid movie. I love Titanic. Okay, we should talk about RWBY.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How about the Titanic episode that we're about to do?
Coming.
This audience
Segue. Oh, you have 6 spoilers, guys.
Will, if you can line up behind this mic.
It looks like
go
it's
this
time for
way.
a RWBY fashion show, right?
Make sure I talk to my friend first.
I'll do it.
Michael,
He's here to help.
like to lead us
One,
off?
and then line up this
I'll give you a
way.
little groove. Ready?
wearing comfortable underwear.
It doesn't get any better than that. It's just downhill from there.
I learned everything from Tyra in America's Next Top Model.
Okay. Women's magazine, men's magazine. Women's magazine, men's magazine. Thank you. I'll be here all weekend.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is actually Ruby.
Oh, hi.
Awesome.
Way to start off.
Like your legal name?
Yeah.
With a W?
Well, I have a twin sister named Sapphire, so.
With a W?
No, with a.
Okay, well, look, you can get that changed legally. I want to look into that.
That sounds good. So my question is for the girls. Seeing as how you guys have obviously, in RWBY, gone through a lot together, would you guys say that the four of you have a friendship basically similar to what's portrayed?
Nah.
Lindsay and I are way better friends than Weiss pretends to be.
It's actually really funny. I'm much more like Weiss and she's much more like Ruby in real life. Like, I'm constantly pranking Kara and she's like, why you gotta be like that? Come on.
I'm always like, I talk to you more than Blake talks to Ruby. Blake never interacts with Ruby. Have y'all noticed that? They never do.
Why do you hate me? They're scared of ladybugs. Oh, there you go.
Oh, but
Man.
But yeah, no, I definitely think that having to do these things in like very close quarters, but very limited amount of time, it's a mush of I'm not going very good with this. Yes, we love each other.
Yeah, no, I think we have a
It's
very
helped.
similar friendship. I think especially with me and Lindsay, I definitely act like her older sister sometimes. Where I'm like, Lindsay, pay attention, come on. Now that I'm a mom, I have to step up and like get my stuff together. But before that, there's so many times where we'd be at a convention, I'm like, where are we going, Barbara? She's like, I got you, little girl, come on over
Yeah,
here.
Barbara's
Come on,
definitely
little
the
one.
mom. You're the mom of the group. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
We kind of treat each other like sisters, honestly.
Yeah,
That's the best way to describe
It's
it.
a love-hate relationship. Like,
Yes.
we're absolutely nasty to each other sometimes.
Michael's
Get out of
like,
my room! Get out of my room! What are you doing? But no, we're great.
I also like to tease Aaron with a laser pointer sometimes.
It's so mean! I can never get it!
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, I'm
Diva.
Milana, and I want to ask this question. Of all the characters from RWBY, which character do you want to see more development from? Also, can I have a hug from all of you?
I would love to give you a hug. Are you kidding me? I don't know if we can do it now, but would you like to come by the booth, or we could do it after the panel? Yeah, we'll be downstairs after the panel. We would love to hug. You're huggers.
I will touch you so hard.
Careful. She'll
In the
do it.
most-
Careful.
Security.
In the
do
most
it.
appropriate ways possible.
There you go. Saved it.
Perfect form.
I'm hugging you in my brain right now.
There you go.
That's good. Never mind.
Mental.
Beautiful. Characters we want developed. I mean, honestly, this is Lindsay talking. I don't know if she is going to come back or not, but I would like to see more of Neo.
Yeah! Very true. Yeah. First development, I would like to see, and introduce. I want to see Mama Schnee eventually. This is Kara talking. I don't know. We'll see. Because she's the actual money. Yeah, she's the
Papa
boss.
Schnee's
Just a gold digger. Yeah.
Ain't nothing but it.
Maybe Zwei. Love to know his backstory.
Is he gonna
Like,
grow anymore?
Did he come from a small litter?
How
or a
old
big
is he
litter?
too? Is he like one, or is he a puppy? Is he gonna get bigger? What if he just got to like a giant?
How did he
fly?
get those superpowers?
What's his semblance? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I would actually like to see more development from RWBY.
Me too. I wasn't gonna say it, but now I will.
Yeah, I just think like out of all the main cast at least, we have yet to learn more about her. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to learning more
I
about.
want to know about your mama.
I do too.
That's so sad.
I'm gonna go with Oscar because, but it's for kind of a selfish reason.
Rude.
Because Aaron Dismuke plays Oscar, and he's my brother. He's my little baby brother who's now 7'4". And he went from brother to brother. So but I love that he's part of it, and I would love to see more
Oh,
of him.
that's so cool. I'm actually so impressed with his voice acting because he has to
amazing.
be, like, his ability to sound like Ozpin but not be Ozpin is so great. That's also called acting, Aaron. Yeah, he's good at his job.
I'd like to know a little more about my little boy Neptune.
Yes!
Get over that fear of water. You know, maybe do like a beach episode, something like that. Maybe Team Sun actually gets Team Sun together. That'd be nice.
Maybe Neptune is afraid of water because he's a mermaid faunus and he doesn't want everyone to find out. Because it's like H2O.
You just spoiled it.
Shit, that right? Emily? No. Drop the first curse word on the PG panel. Good job, Aaron.
It would be Blake.
Put those headphones on. Cover your ears.
Earmuffs.
Aaron's being dirty again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Make sure and come by downstairs so Aaron can abuse
Before you
you.
ask the question, just because
She'll curse you.
You said it. You were gonna hug her so what? What'd you say?
Touch her so hard.
Touch her so hard.
In her heart. I'm gonna touch her heart.
Oh, okay. That's even better. That's good.
just because of time, all hug and shout out request and all of that. Can you go to their table and ask them for that? Just because we do have a really long line. So thank you. And continue on.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I have a two-part question. My first question is, how is everyone today?
I'm alright.
Great, thanks.
Happy to be here with you, my friend.
A little spinny this morning, but good.
And the second part of my question is, like, in your line of work and in between cons, rehearsals, takes and whatnot, do you still have enough time in your personal life to do what you want?
No, never.
I mean, we had a kid, so yeah.
Squeeze that in there.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly, like with recording, especially for RWBY and the other animated shows you do at Rooster Teeth, it doesn't actually take too much time. It's maybe only an hour a week maximum, depending on the character, of course, but it's not too much time actually.
Yeah, and acting is all I've got. And so if I'm not at a con and the 1 hour a month that I'm doing work for like actual voice work and stuff, I get to like paint and write and run around the city, and I have nothing but time. Please give me a job.
I don't want to sound corny, but I'm doing what I want right now.
Yeah, this is also.
Honestly, you know what? And I know I speak for everybody.
So are we. So are we.
What they said, I was just about, it was right on the tip of my tongue. No, really, it's the truth. I know I speak for everybody here. We are so grateful and blessed to be able to do what we do. I don't think any of us ever imagined when we were younger that we would get to do something like this and actually, you know, make any kind of, be able to pay our bills at all with it, you know? So I'm really great. I know we are all really grateful to get to do it. If I weren't being paid to do a lot of the things that I would do them anyway, right? You would look for ways to do them anyway. You love acting, singing, writing, painting. You would be doing them regardless. We're just really lucky to get to do it and help pay our bills. So
Get to do free theater and stuff.
Ooh. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
man.
thanks, man.
Thank you for the concern in my well-being.
Hey guys, my name is Andrew Roberts. My question was for voice acting. I know you guys have a lot of different Rooster Teeth productions in the works and stuff like that. When you guys start going into voice acting, does your voice like ever get tired out? Like I know like the Rooster Teeth 500 podcast just came out, and you know Achievement Hunter always run around messing up the place, you know. And guys.
I mean, it's interesting to shift for me back and forth from Achievement Hunter to RWBY. One, because Achievement Hunter is Achievement Hunter, and RWBY is a family-friendly show.
Are we not?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh Lord. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing that kind of tires me out is efforts, and that's like fighting noises that you do in scenes. Specifically, whenever I find a character, and with RWBY, it was very hard to figure out how she would laugh or cry. So in some of the more emotional scenes where I'm being like, you know, I'm witnessing horrible things happening to my friends and I have to cry, that really, you know, grains on your throat a bit, especially after yelling in a Let's Play for 2 hours, but you make it work.
I think I'm like the perfect example of what every voice actor ever doesn't want to do. Usually they're like, oh, I gotta, you know, I don't want to yell, I have to record, you know, there's a lot of like, they're always drinking like certain teas, and there's a lot of like great like throat coat like recipes and stuff to try and soothe your voice. When I'm not voice acting, I'm screaming all day, every day. Every Let's Play. Then we do a podcast once a week where I talk for 2.5 hours. Then I'm at home and I still don't stop. I don't know how many times I tell Lindsay, like, oh, my throat's killing me. And she's like, stop talking. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I can't though.
That's like telling someone to stop breathing.
Yeah.
Right? I'm telling Michael to stop
Yeah,
talking.
so I just really plow through it. And fortunately, I have some raspy characters. Honestly, like Sun is my voice, but he's probably the hardest to do because he doesn't have any rasp. So if I'm like at all off of a Let's Play or a podcast or anything like that, I usually have to like ask to do Sun later in the day because he's not usually like, hey, Ruby, how are you?
That's more like a throw, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's like great.
Come on over to my place.
Oh, okay. Sting on the other hand.
And that's when you just take extra care of your voice and drink a lot of throat coat, or like there's singer's spray and all kinds of good stuff for you in your throat. My voice definitely gets more sore. I'd say like doing the Blaze Blue, like any video games, because that's a lot. I mean, you really have to put not just the effort into the efforts, but I mean, you're yelling, you're really trying, you're sweating doing it all. So that's something that really, does hurt my voice or my throat, but it's something that you have to kind of prepare for, and it's a learning process, but it's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Your T-shirt reminds me.
Speaking of yelling.
After a few years, after several years, it takes its toll. You can only yell so much before your voice is like, I'm really done, I'm tired. And I mean, for people that like sing or use their voice for different things, you can damage it from doing too much yelling and screaming. And so it's very important to take care of it, to know when to stop.
Yeah, Michael.
Consider it.
The only problem I ever have with voice acting is when I do Neris, because
I have to make her sound like this.
and when I do that, it brings all the phlegm that's in my throat to the front of my mouth. And so at the end of a voice recording for Neris, I'm just like hacking up phlegm, and it's just like the grossest, nerdiest thing ever.
But it's in character.
And
That's
spit
what's
bucket.
important.
Gets the job done.
Sudafed. That's what I say to that.
Good call.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I like you as a friend.
I probably will never see you again. Let's get bad.
Hello. I love your eyeballs.
Thank you.
Friends and family of Ruby and Weiss.
Hey! Nice.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I let you.
That was good.
But anyway, my question is that John has so many girl problems, but I want to know, in your opinion, which of the 3 women you would rather ship John with? Is it John Pura, John Wise, or John Ruby?
John Wise all the way. I feel like John.
Let's remove that third one from the equation there, okay? Right. Yeah, I know. Ruby's in a relationship with herself right now, okay?
I would like to see some John's son.
Oh!
Personally.
Why is everybody?
It's in blonde boys together.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
Son's in love with Blake.
As long as Jean, you stay away from Jean and Blake, okay? Son's put in the work, and he's still got nothing to show
He's
for
put
it.
forth the effort.
Okay? Volume after volume
I mean-
after volume.
I
Pay attention to the man. Come on!
feel like Jean needs to focus on Jean.
Yeah.
Because he's just learned his semblance. He had his chance with a girl and he screwed it up royally. Yeah, that's right.
I think there were some other factors involved.
Yeah. There were other factors. This is true. Had she not died, they'd probably end up being together. But he
Someone in the back is like, I just started watching RWBY.
We warned you.
You were aware. Yeah. I don't think he needs to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, so does Blake, so shut up, Aaron. I love that show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you guys are double
Hello, Your Highness.
Well, I'm King Bob.
Oh, yes. Bob. I love Bob.
Now I got a crazy question.
if there was a battle between Team Ruby versus Uncle Crow and Son, how would that end?
That was crazy.
Extremely crazy.
Come on, pump the brakes, man. That's a hit.
That's a crazy question. Would Crow really want to fight his lovely niece?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
one he's so clearly obsessed with?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who are you, Yang?
That's great.
Well, she's a nasty person.
I love Yang.
He would fight nieces.
Sometimes you gotta take your sister out.
See, I was wondering too, like knowing Crow's semblance also, even if you did try and attack with Sun, I feel like it's gonna go horribly wrong for both of you at some
I
point.
You
agree.
guys would go down.
I would leave
so hard.
all banana peels out of the fight.
You'd Mario Kart it.
Yeah. Or that would work to our advantage perfectly.
Yeah.
Son, I think, would just kind of hang back and be like, I'll let you figure this out.
You got this, bro. You got this.
But wouldn't we be even in numbers because you would just like make more of
I could also do the same thing. I don't know if you guys
That's
noticed,
true.
but I can do that too. I can do that.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, but they can't fight. I can do that too. Well, you know what? Rude.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jared. I'm
Hey, Jared.
a fan of the show.
Do you like Subway?
Thank you. Yeah, I get that a lot.
No.
I get that a lot.
Why?
I take it back. I take it back.
We don't talk about that anymore.
What did him? She said, "Do you like Subway?" But then I'm like, "Or kids?"
Yeah, or children.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
gosh.
Or you made it work.
Jared is a lovely name.
It is. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna leave now.
See, they could have said they like diamonds.
I get that too.
I mean, you went to Jared.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Could have said that, but
See, this is a clean
pedophilia
side of the
route.
stage right here. Wholesome side, dirty side.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
So this question's more for Vic, but it applies to
Of
all
course
of you.
it is now.
Especially towards Vic, how did you come up with the voice for Crow? And this also applies to the rest of you. How did you come up with your voices for your characters?
I thought we had to answer how we came up with the voice for Crow.
I mean, that's the question.
I want to hear your impression of Crow.
Hey girls. How you doing?
In general, how did you come up with the voices for your characters?
That sounds nothing like me.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a little.
But how do you come up with the voices for your characters, and how do you stay in that voice for a recording session? And do you ever, after recording sessions, sometimes go in that voice just for fun?
First of all, I want to say that I love Michael and Lindsay so much. The rest of them are okay, but Michael and Lindsay. No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. No. I was making a joke, but listen, I want to say, 2 weeks ago, I was at a convention in Perth, Australia, and we walked into the lobby of this hotel, and I had complete deja vu because it was 2 years, 3 years?
2014.
Holy. 4 years ago that I met them there, and they showed me stuff from RWBY, and I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. And that's how I met them and got to be a part of this amazing thing. And as far as coming up with a voice, they sent me some images of Crow and a couple of lines, and back in LA, and I recorded in my little home studio a couple of ideas and sent them back to them, and they chose the one that they liked, and that's the one that we went with. So it was pretty much just that much. But I will be forever grateful for the chance. I had no idea what this even was. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea. And I love what we do, and I was privileged and honored to be a part of it, and it's been such an amazing gift. So thank you for letting me be a part of it.
That was a tense couple of seconds. We're like, here's the red trailer. Please love this.
What about the rest of you?
I just opened my mouth and started talking.
Yeah.
And they're like, perfect. It's funny actually though, when I auditioned for Yang, I actually, for some reason, because it's my first time ever voice acting, in my mind I was like, oh, for voice acting I have to change my voice because that's what voice acting is. And so I tried to do Yang a little bit more higher pitched. And they're like, just maybe your normal voice for it. But I guess technically then I do stay in character forever. So it's very easy for me.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm Yang.
Can you do Yang? I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. Yeah. People are like, could you do the voice? I was like, you mean this whole conversation we've just been having?
Blake's more of a cadence. She's got intense moments, so she sounds like me, but her speech pattern is just different, so it sounds different. So that's all in the writing. Yeah, I'm a little bit the same. I did sit in my closet and record myself and sing the same, what are you doing? In a bunch of just different alternate ways of actually just saying the phrase, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, just like a bunch of different inflections.
Right.
And kind of found it that way, in all honesty. And I didn't want to cross that line of too sassy or like Valley Girl, you know, too much of that. So, you know, eventually tried to keep working into it, and it's kind of a process. Like once, you know, you get in there, I remember Miles was saying, like, can you say the ABCs is wise in like the first recording session? And I was like, no. But now it's like, I'm like, sure. But how is she feeling, and what are her emotions? So it's kind of
A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah, exactly. Or A, B, C. You know, I can do whatever. Happy.
Blake would not do that. Originally, we were trying to figure out like how Ruby would sound. I knew she was younger, and I used to be a chubby little kid. So whenever I would talk about me being a chubby little kid, I would make fun of myself, going like, "Oh, kitty, oh, fat." So I was like, okay, I guess
For a fat cat?
What? Yes. I loved cats, and I was chubby. Okay. But I was like, okay, I guess that's like a starting point at least to try and think about how I would voice this character. So, I mean, you can hear it in volume 1 up until the end of the volume itself. She kind of goes a little bit higher pitched because, for lack of a better term, we didn't know how innocent we wanted her to sound. So that was a little interesting to play with, but now it's pretty easy to fall into. And I accidentally do kind of say Ruby things. Like, I was at a convention with Gray recently, and they were showing off like the new Mortal Kombat game, and I went, "Oh, sweet!" And he goes, "That was just Ruby. You just went full Ruby there." But as far as the personality goes, it goes into the voice. I mean, we talked about it before. Monty kind of like had parts of our personalities in mind for the characters themselves, and I'll never forget one of the first things he said to me is he's like, "You're pretty socially awkward. You could be Ruby." I'm like, "Thanks, man." It's true. So typecast. Yeah, but I mean, that absolutely plays into the character now. Like, you can hear she stammers a little bit before she says lions, or she kind of like gets really flustered. Yeah.
Or really excited.
Yes.
For me, voicing Sun, when I first started at like the first episode or first couple episodes he's in, I really didn't know much about, you know, like where the character was going or what kind of character he was. So, I mean, kind of similar to what Barbara was saying, I just tried to like make it slightly different than my own voice. So if you go back and watch the early episodes, I think he sounds pretty different than he does now. But it definitely became more of a cadence thing where Sun is my voice, but it's more like the attitude is different. He's a lot nicer than I am. And he's usually just more like high-pitched, he's more peppy. He's, you know, just more like a fun, kind of goofy guy. And in my head, I always think of like a surfer bro, minus the accent, you know? Like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" So he's like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, how are you?"
That's
and
great.
yeah, and then
Good
Blake
idea,
just shoots
yeah.
him down every second. Aww. He keeps trying, though.
I'm shocked. She's so oblivious. She's so oblivious. For someone so smart, she's just like,
She's got bigger problems. Exactly.
I know, she did. Okay.
She loves Yang.
Don't tell her. Let her figure it out.
Yes, we.
Everyone loves Yang.
That's a different question.
They're all just pining after the Xiaolong. Xiaolong for it? Xiaolongin.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So I wanted to ask about Ruby and her fashion, because I always saw her like at the beginning, like she was very gothic Lolita. But I always was wondering, was she a scene kid? Did she have that phase?
Isn't she still
Go on.
15?
Was Ruby a scene kid? I'm going to remember that question for the rest of my life.
Isn't she 15?
Yes.
She's still a scene kid.
She started 15, yeah. She's 16 in the newest volume, but absolutely.
Wait,
Yeah.
does that mean Blake's 18?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Nice, they could buy cigarettes. And lottery tickets. Well, that explains all those pillows.
Ruby likes to go to a lot of Fall Out Boy concerts. And
She's gonna get a tattoo one day and not tell her dad about it.
She's gonna have her hair like swooped in front one time.
Hey, your uncle knows how
Half
to
of it's
do
gonna be
tattoos.
red. Oh wait.
I can
Uncle
give
Crow
you
was
one
the
for
one that
free.
took her to the concert, dropped her off.
Blake, oh my gosh, no. Ruby has hair that I had when I was a kid, where it was like black to here and then it's red tips. Like the tips was a huge thing. It wasn't even ombre, just both black and red.
I have that same.
I did that.
I have that same.
I'm so sorry, Dad.
But yeah, thanks so much.
So you were, so she was the same kid?
Yeah, absolutely confirmed. Yes.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
There's canon.
Hello, my name is Damien, and I have a question and a quick statement.
All right.
My question is, what kind of weapon would the show be able to come up with besides the ones that have already been made? Like,
Well, the show is incapable of ideas.
We ran out. We're done.
Oh, what kind of? Sorry, let me rephrase the question. What kind of weapons would you all come up with for a new character?
Oh, let's see. I mean, we're so silly. Yeah.
Someone
Talk
said a
about-
toilet weapon.
Yeah, that was
I
just remembering that was me.
I love that. That was fun.
I've always wanted a gun, like an actual gun that when you shoot it, another gun comes out.
Sort of like the Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, where it says POW, but instead of the POW flag, it's
It's
just
like the alien with his jaws, only it's just an
Exactly.
extra gun.
Yeah,
I like to keep it simple.
exactly. Also a gun.
What I do is I take a bottle and I break it. And then I cut you. Because you go with what's handy.
Maybe like
You know, what is in your hand.
I'd like to see a fan. Like fans are always really great, guys.
There you go.
What?
There's a couple of
A
them here.
fan?
Like that one.
Yeah, fans are terrifying, Aaron.
Yeah, they're so scary.
Well, if you
Is that a scary fan? What kind of fan?
No, like
With
it's like
blades on it?
Like yeah, like one of
Oh.
these kinds of ones that you could like throw. Like a
Ooh,
boomerang.
okay. I was like,
What about a frisbee? I will shock them with my beauty.
Well, if you've ever seen,
I changed my toilet to frisbee.
if you've ever seen Naruto, Tamari has a pretty scary fan.
Oh, I'm
See,
familiar.
scary fans.
really?
You guys are pretty scary
It
too.
creates
So.
one just slap and it creates a whole
Just
tornado.
kidding.
Nice.
That was also
And
handled.
my statement is for Blake. Don't worry, I have a character in Miraculously Button Cat Noir. He's a cat, and he's a complete oblivious to the girl he's in love with.
Adrian.
There it is!
Come on, Adrian Agrest, what are you doing?
Come on, man.
And also,
Rocky.
Ruby, let's be fair, you're in love with Oscar.
Oh, nice. I just learned something new about myself.
Is he talking to you or me?
I don't know.
Yeah.
A warning for you?
Also, just to go back there, I think I would like some sort of video game controller that would then, you could turn it into a whip.
Ooh.
So a video game controller?
Yeah.
Well, they're all wireless now, Barbara, please. What is this, 1999? Oh my god.
No, it's 1985. Yeah. Oh, I just got that not wireless but corded.
No?
Okay, thanks whoever said woo.
You got one or two.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Bella. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
I was gonna say, Ruby means a lot to me personally, so I was wondering, what does it mean to you, for everyone?
It means Ruby Wise Blake, yay.
No.
Or red, white,
Red,
black,
white, black, and yellow.
It's both.
Can we change the name to Kruby?
No, that's already a thing.
Let's put a Q at the beginning.
Who wants to work on this show?
Yeah. Throw an S at the end.
Yeah, I was saying.
Wait, Krubies.
Yeah.
I like this.
Uh,
Spin off.
Ruby absolutely changed my life. Like 100%. Because of Ruby, I went to Australia. I met my boyfriend. I moved to Los Angeles. I started working in like the Hollywood industry. I'm now going across the globe to meet people like you and y'all, and this is what I do for a living now. So it literally changed everything about my life. Yeah, I have to agree. We would not be sitting right here if it weren't for you guys. So please keep watching and everything. It's been amazing. Like there's no words really. It's great.
Never in my life did I think that we would be getting to do this. I mean, I've told Vic this before too, and I grew up like 15 minutes away from Funimation watching other voice actors and going, wow, that'd be really cool to do one day, but let's be real, that's never gonna happen in my lifetime. And now I'm literally acting in scenes with people like Vic and Yuri Lowenthal. And it's like, that's amazing, and it's all because of you guys, so thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Bumblebee 2018.
Yeah!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ruby.
Hello.
I saw you guys are wearing the bracelets I made you, so thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I have for you. I have one for you. I'm wearing it right now. I'll give it to you during the. Oh, okay.
During the panel.
Okay. But my question is, since RWBY has been like a very inspiring show for me, it definitely helped me like gain confidence in my life. I was wondering if you guys had any advices? What?
Me too. Advices. Wow. At least I'm trying.
Yeah. I was wondering if you guys had any advice for anyone who would like to become a voice actress when they grow up.
Yeah, I think one big thing that a lot of people don't mention, honestly, is networking. Granted, yes, there is a little bit of luck to it, but if you don't actually actively try and find those opportunities, you're really depriving yourself of any luck that you could be afforded. So I would say, conventions are a fantastic way to start. Also, you're literally meeting other voice actors and networking with people who might be interested in doing fan dubs. That's a great project to hop onto too. A lot of directors do watch fan dubs of their show and go, oh, this actress is great. Who is this person? Let's follow up. Another great piece of advice I would say is, I just mentioned Yuri Lowenthal. He's a voice actor. He's done a ton of things. One big one is Sasuke in Naruto. Yeah, shout out. But he and his lovely wife, who plays Tamari in Naruto, they have a 3-part series on YouTube about how to make a demo reel and how to find auditions for voice acting and just ways to train yourself to practice with your voice and find characters that you can play. Watch that. It helped me a lot.
Yeah, we're not great examples of how to get into the voice acting business, at least us, because we happen to know someone who was making a show and wanted to cast us.
Which is part of it, knowing people.
Part of it is networking and meeting people, and especially people who are content creators, even just doing silly voices in someone's online web video. If someone's making a little cartoon and needs a voice, and if you happen to know them, that's a great way to get in.
That's a very good note, thank you.
Oh, Lindsay, you're going to be out of the job soon.
Well,
Wanna be
Vic,
in volume six?
what would you say, Vic? I'm curious.
Well, definitely take any opportunity you can to develop your skills as an actor. Almost all the voice actors I know were actors first before anyone ever gave them a chance to voice act. Very, very few people like, I want to voice act anime, or like that narrow a goal. They wanted to act, and they wanted to perform and play characters. And if somebody would put them in a stage play, they would do it. And if somebody would put them in a TV show, they would do it. If somebody would give them a chance to voice act, they would do it, because it's all acting. So take any opportunity you can to develop your skills as an actor. Get involved in school plays, community theater opportunities, drama camps, church productions, anything to develop your skills. Because you know what? All of us met certain people, or were in a certain place at a certain time where we had the opportunity. But if we hadn't put in the work to know how to do any of it, it wouldn't have mattered. You know what I mean? You could meet that one person and get that one big chance, but if you weren't prepared, then the chance would fall by the wayside, and you wouldn't be able to capitalize on it. So train yourself as best you can. And the other thing I would tell you, and all of you, is one thing you need almost more than talent is a thick skin.
Yeah, because people are dead.
You have, if you give up easily, if you give up easily, if you get easily discouraged, you're like, oh, that's stupid, I tried out, screw this, I'm no good at this, or it's never going to happen. If you give up easily, then creative things like this are hard to get into. There are a lot of people that want to do it.
Yeah.
And it's not often even the most talented. It's the people that just won't give up and keep pushing until they get that right opportunity.
Yeah. And you'll see people who are successful at it, and you'll be like, oh, like this person, they're so lucky they got this opportunity, but that person has probably been said no to so many times.
gosh.
And then one day they happen to get a yes, and that's why they are where they are.
Wasn't it was it Thomas Edison or something that failed at the light bulb for 50 or 60 times and he finally got it?
Yeah. You don't see the failures.
Friend, I knew him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you know, okay.
And you guys, there's no such thing as an overnight
Silly analogy,
success.
but it makes sense.
You know what I mean? There's no such thing as an overnight, like somebody came out of nowhere and they were famous. No. What you don't know is that they've been playing clubs or pushing and trying for years until they got an opportunity. Just don't give up. If it's something you really, really want to do, don't give up. Somebody said once, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right.
Whoa!
It's actually
Crow has
a great story, literally that exactly. I was at Rooster Teeth. I was already doing Sun, which was amazing. I never thought I got to do that opportunity. I got a couple little parts in RWBY and stuff like that. And we had the opportunity come through to do auditions for Funimation years ago, like 3-4 years ago. And I was gonna go with a couple other people and I was gonna audition. And, you know, I was super nervous about it because I gotten used to it at Rooster Teeth. You know, I worked there, I knew the people there, I was friends with the directors and the writers and everyone. So it was very different than I'd never done like a, you know, random audition in my life where I walked in, I didn't know anyone there. And it was like the day of, and we had to drive up to Dallas from Austin. And I told Lindsay, like, I don't think I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm not gonna get the part. I don't think I'm gonna go. That's, you know, this is what I do here. It's just a small little thing I do. And she refused to not go. She was like, you're gonna go, you're gonna audition, you're gonna be great, and even if you're not, you're gonna say that you did it, and you know, you tried and you got the experience, and you're gonna see what it's like. And I went because she pushed me to go, and I got the part of Sting in Fairy Tale. And I never would have gotten that. I never would have gotten it if I didn't try, if I didn't, you know, have her pushing me.
I told you.
And, you know, that's something that I think about. That's something I think about every time. You know, I get to come here and, you know, and he's one of like my favorite characters, and, you know, Fairy Tale's such a big show, and I've gotten to do so many other things because of that. I've gotten to do, you know, little parts in a million other shows. I've gotten to be a character in One Piece. And that's all because Lindsay pushed me to go and said, this is something you want to do, you have to try.
Dude, that's a great story. What an amazing story.
When Funimation asks you to audition for something, you audition for it, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I was wondering if you guys were to switch characters with someone here, who would you switch with?
I'm gay! Hey, sis!
Damn
How are you?
I'm Ruby.
That's horrifying. I would totally be Weiss, absolutely.
I totally want to be Ruby.
I'd either be Sun or Yang, I think.
I think I've already proven I could do Crow. I'd be Weiss.
Yes.
Only I drink a lot.
Hey! Like mother, like daughter.
By
no means make us friends anymore. Gosh.
Well, I'm a victim.
I take my answer back.
What can I say? I'm a victim.
I'm a victim.
We love Weiss.
Sure you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
I'd like to play Winter so I could lose against myself in a fight.
There you go.
Sneeze. That just happened.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mikey, and I just wanted to ask, like, how do you guys like get into character when you do the voice acting?
I don't really have to do anything anymore. Just kind of pop in there. I guess read through the scripts, kind of get your mind back into the show, and because we've been doing this for 5-6 years almost, it's pretty second nature.
Yeah, I always I try to watch like the most recent episode that's been out, so I'm always trying to get back into the mindset of where the character was in that zone before I, you know, read the next scripts. I also always record in like heeled booties, which is kind of crazy.
That takes my
everyone's
shoes
like,
off.
what? But I feel like I stand up more proper and straight, and I feel like I'm more Weiss when I'm, you know, proper in the heels, and she usually always wears those. So, except for on all the fight scenes, if I do any efforts or fight scenes, I'll take them off. But I'll be like, all right, it's on now. All right, you know, roll up the sleeves, take off the shoes.
For you, Chibi or volume 1 to 3 Yang, I would usually just go in and like mess around with people, knock stuff off people's desks, jump around a lot, and like get my energy up and just cause chaos. And then I felt like I was ready to record. But for volume 4 and 5, I would go in with like a big hoodie, like emo Yang. I felt like it was easier to get into character that way.
Emo Yang and Scene Kid RWBY.
Can you
get that AU? For any character that I play, I mean, I have like a kind of a different method for everything, but one thing that I always do is I try and find a character's theme song. So for RWBY, like in happier, earlier seasons, before some things happened, I would listen to anime theme songs, like really peppy ones, like the Lucky Star theme song or Panty Stocking. Yeah. But now I listen to Red Like Roses Part 2 because the lyrics have a very, deep meaning. It's an exchange between Ruby and her mother. And I cry like a baby, and then I go into the booth and record. But Kara's absolutely right. There is like a physicality you can add to each character that you play. So I will take off my shoes because she's like a kid and bounce around a little bit, and that kind of helps me get into it. Another thing that's easy to get into the voice is like usually repeating a line, and a lot of actors do that too. So I'm sure you've heard me say "yang" over and over again outside. Or I'll be like, "Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm Ruby. I'm Ruby. Okay, let's record. Cool."
Yeah, it's going back to what Vic was saying earlier too. For me and most everyone I know, it's not like you go into the booth and you just sit there and you do the lines. Like there's a physical presence that I think is like certainly necessary. Any like even like great examples if you watch. There's this amazing like behind the scenes of Hugh Jackman recording ADR for the last Wolverine movie.
Oh God!
And I mean, he is like full force, 100%. He might as well be in the movie acting. There's no sort of just, oh, I'm going to put on a voice. So I approach it usually with every character. Whereas if I go in to record Sun, I'm usually like running in circles around the room, trying to get my energy up. Again, I talk with everybody there. I'm like, how are you? How are you? Having a good day? We're having a good day. Max, he comes in, he just starts cursing at everyone. I usually what I do, I've been doing this recently with Max, every time I'm driving to the recording studio, I sing whatever song is on the radio, but as Max, and he yells it. So it's him just yelling and cursing the song. So I'll walk into the booth, and they're like, what are you doing right now? And I'm like, this song is on the radio, so why don't you shut your mouth? I was just singing on the way here, David. You make me sick. And then again, if Miles is in there, he'll always be like, oh, Max, be a good boy. I'm like, shut up, shut your mouth. And we usually go from there, and it's absolutely, I'm usually standing there frowning as Max, or as Sun, I'm bouncing around. I always have to empty my pockets because I'm just like jumping off the walls and everything. And again, for me personally, there's definitely like a full physical, attribute to the performance.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. Unfortunately, we are running close to being out of time, so this is going to be the speed round. I think you guys were all aware. So these are going to be
Speed round.
quick, rapid fire questions. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Nico. I forgot to ask you the question. What would be your favorite character other than your character?
In RWBY?
Rapid fire.
Oh, jeez.
Neptune.
No, I can't take that from Carrie. That's all him.
I'll take it.
Weiss.
Not Weiss, Kara. I don't know why you said Weiss to me.
Blake.
I think I could pull off a Winter.
Aw.
We have kind of a similar attitude.
Thank you. Destiny, okay. Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, I'm thinking of selling this afterwards.
Cool. Rapid fire, go.
Which one of you can do the best robot dance?
That's
Barbara.
Me.
Yes. Barbara has it.
Barbara.
We're all
Barbara.
white.
Drop a beat. Barbara. Great. It's not fair. She has a robot arm.
I'm
Yes. She's cheating.
I am part robot. It's true.
Well done. Well done.
Rabbit.
Hello.
Hello.
This might be a little bit super controversial.
All right.
I have some art. Here's Max right here, and I just want to say you guys are really great, and thank you for being here with us.
That was so controversial.
Oh, my Twitter at @GanofMonkey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Go.
Hello.
Hi.
Quickly, who do you ship in RWBY?
Nuts and bolts. Okay.
Sea monkeys.
Bumblebee. White Knight.
My favorite ship is the Enterprise.
Wrong show, dude.
Hello, my name is Ryu Yamamoto, and my question is for Barbara Dunkelman.
That is me.
As a student of stage combat and performing arts, how was it like providing basically your voice for Blaze Blue cross tag battles, specifically like doing the attacks and screams?
It was fun, and I lost my voice after because I had a lot of power-up moves that made me very tired.
There we go. Good. Sonic, rapid fire, you can do it.
Hi, my name is Michael, and it's not a question, I just have a little statement. Whoever said that RWBY is a family-friendly show, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call bull because where is Tyrion's tail?
It's a great question.
It's wrapped around him like a belt.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so this question goes to Barbara.
That's me, again.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is a really interesting question. So for
be the judge of
people that want to support RWBY and Rooster Teeth's rated content, should they subscribe to Rooster Teeth
Leaving
first,
again.
or what else they can support Rooster Teeth?
Honestly, the best way to support us is Rooster Teeth first, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Claudia, and I want to say one quick statement and a question. Do you believe in destiny?
Yes.
Yes.
I really like that game. I've actually never
Control
played it.
your own destiny.
Also, what's your favorite song from all of the soundtracks?
And Red Like Roses Part 2.
Same.
The original intro.
Same here. The
I
original
don't know what it's
intro
called,
is just fantastic. That just like, that instantly takes me to
It
everything.
regrounds
Just
everything,
everything in the entire show.
You start crying.
I like Gold and Cold because Cold reminds me of Monty, and I love him.
Hi, my name is Corey. I have a question for Barbara.
Hello.
Is Yang gay?
Sorry?
Is Yang gay?
Is Yang gay?
Yeah, like canonly.
I don't know. I kind of hope so, though.
I kind of do too.
I think she's Yang sexual. I think she's attracted to her own muscles.
That's just, never mind.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you guys doing, first off?
Lovely.
Thanks. Great. And
Good.
second off, I have a very, very important and serious question for Barbara. You know,
Y'all need to get some.
at the beginning of the
There's
show,
more of us up here.
At the beginning of the show, there was a character element that was present in Yang, but now it's kind of dissipated. You know, where are the puns? You kind of left us yanging around with those.
Watch RWBY Chibi. You'll get all the puns you want.
Fair point. I hope you guys have a great day.
Wonderful world. Me too, thank you.
Have a great day, y'all.
Thank you. And last but not least. If this isn't for all of us, I'm gonna personally be very upset.
Well, that's going to be bad then.
Awesome.
Hey, Rylan here. How's it going, guys?
Good. Very well.
I got one question only. For all the RWBY casts, the one problem you have with Miles Luna, when is the expose going to finally end?
What?
Sorry?
That's not my question to answer. That's Miles's then, isn't it?
True. Oh, well then. Well then, Blake, I'm going to ask you then something. When are you going to stop with the melodrama?
Oh, baby boy. Don't like... I've already ended it. Just wait.
Volume 4 has something to say to that.
Well, we're on volume 6 now, aren't we?
Good point.
You'll see.
Let's do the robot again.
Are you guys signing any more today?
Yes, right after this.
Yep. We've got a photo op. We've got a photo op with everybody here, and then we'll be at our table. So please come and see us and say hello. And
2:30.
And then we'll be signing at 2:30, but photo ops are after this, so come say hi. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Now we gotta do the Supercon selfie.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna do the Supercon selfie. We need you to